Welcome to another episode of the I Am Tim Evans Show. I am your host, Tim Evans, and this is where motivation meets momentum. And I want to say thank you guys for tapping in, tuning in with me. Um, yeah, we're changing directions a little bit when it comes to the podcast. We coming with more energy. We coming with more fitness things, and we tapping into the fitness mindset because I really want to push the issue that getting in the gym will change your life. And I want to get into how and why and how we can make that happen. You know what I'm saying? It's all a mindset thing. And once you get the mind right, the body's going to follow. I say that time and time again. And that's what we're going to work on. And I'm here to help you with that. I'm here to coach you through that. So today we're going to dive deep into a mindset framework that I believe everybody needs and everybody needs to understand. It's not just surviving, but how to thrive, right? Now, I may not give you this is really just to make you think, right? I'm not trying to necessarily teach you anything here, but I want to make you think and make you have some realizations and things like that. So, we're talking about the three layers of mindset: survival, strategy, and spiritual. And these are things that I've been in myself, all three of these levels. You know what I'm saying? And I want to help you reflect on where you are, what's driving you, and how to level up. So let's lock in, man. Let's make this happen, right? So we're going to start with the survival mindset. That's the foundation. And we've all been there. And I want you to also understand before we dive deep into this that no matter what level that you are at, you can always be in survival mode or go back to survival mode. So if you're at a lower level now and you want to rise up, just know that when you rise up, you can still have survival mode there, right? Because it's a mindset and it's all about just getting by. It's reactive. It's fear based. It's what do I need to do right now to get through this moment, to get through today, to get over this hump. We've all been there, no matter what level. We've all been there. It's living paycheck to paycheck. You know, you're eating whatever that's in the fridge, not necessarily what's good for you. You're messing up your routine and your habits. You're skipping the gym, not because you don't care, but just because you drain mentally and emotionally, which happens, you know. But here's the thing: the survival mindset is not a weakness, it's necessary. It kind of shakes things up. For me, whenever I hit survival mode and feel and realize it, it shakes things up for me and makes me get on the grind a little bit more. You know, it's not a place that you're meant to stay. And I've had clients that walk into the gym in this mode, that's stuck in this mode, and they don't believe in their bodies, their future, or themselves. So we start off small by just showing up. Show up for yourself. You know, let's drink a little bit more water. Let's move the body. We're gonna build this thing from the ground up. You know what I'm saying? Because survival mode, it'll keep you alive, but it's not gonna help you live. And that's what I really want to do. That's the goal here, is to help you guys live, have that lust for life. Wake up in the morning like, let's go, let's make it happen. What do I need to do to crush it? You know. So we got to get out of that survival mindset and move into the next one, which is the strategy mindset. So write this down: survival mindset, strategy mindset. And the strategy mindset is where you start to think ahead. It's more of proactive, plan, you know, it's progress driven. It's I'm no longer just reacting to things. I need structure. I want to organize. You know, you got goals, but you also got a plan on how you're going to get to these goals and make it happen. You tracking your macros, you're journaling, you're lifting consistently, things like that. You know, the strategy mindset says things like, okay, I've survived long enough, and now it's time for me to build. It's time for me to build something. You know, this is where people start to do things like follow a structure. They manage their time a little better. They start to take accountability for the things that they've done, that they're doing, and where they are. They're not blaming others for, you know, their mishaps or where they at right now. And then they also ask better questions because they're eager to learn and want to grow and want to be better. So they ask better questions. But the trap when it comes to this is that strategy without vision, man, you can still feel empty. So you can have a strategy, but if you don't have a vision, you're going to feel empty. You can have a plan, the goals, the tracker, and still feel like, yo, why am I doing this? What am I doing this for? And that's when you know, when you hit that moment, when you like, okay, I'm consistent, I got a strategy, I got a routine, but what am I doing this for? That's when you know that you're ready to hit that next level. And when I personally feel like it's time to tap into that spiritual mindset, which is the third one, right? So survival, strategy, and now the spiritual mindset. That's the deepest layer, but also the highest layer. That's when you vibrating at a higher frequency, right? It's not about religion. It's more about alignment and being in alignment with our goals, knowing that hey man, I'm not just here just to look good. Like, hey, yes, I am here to look good because I do care about my appearance, but that's not all that I'm here for. I'm here to feel connected. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to move with purpose. I'm here to shake up the room. I'm here to shift how things are. You know what I'm saying? That's the mindset that's like, I'm more than my results. You know what I'm saying? I'm more than the body fat percentage. I'm building this body, this vessel to serve me at the highest level possible, right? Like the fitness is the vehicle, it's how I'm gonna get to where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? At this level, you don't train for your ego. You train it for energy. I need more energy. I need that lust for life. So I'm gonna hit the gym. I'm gonna take care of my body. You know, I'm not chasing validation. I don't care how you see me, but I want to feel a certain way so I can vibrate higher. You know, I'm not just doing the work, but I'm becoming the work. I am what I do. You know what I'm saying? The spiritual mindset gives you that peace and the progress. You know, you're no longer trying to prove something, but you living from a place of truth. Like, I know who I am, I know where I'm at, and I know where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say this directly, man. When fitness meets faith, it becomes a force. When you match the two, you no longer lifting for likes, but you lifting for legacy. You know what I'm saying? You pushing through for legacy because you're really, truly, and honestly are building something and you working on yourself day in, day out. Which I said, get in the gym. It's gonna change your life because you're gonna become a different person. You're gonna be a different person for sure. So let's recap these three things, man. The survival mode, that's just making it through. You got the strategy mode, strategy mindset. That's like, yo, let's build something. That's the next level. And then that third level is going to be the spiritual, where it's like, let me become who I was created to be. Who does God really want me to be? How am I supposed to be? Let me operate in that. Let me move in that. Let me not wait for nobody. Let me move in that. You know what I'm saying? We've all been through these different layers at different times, but sometimes you can go back to survival mode and sometimes you're crushing it on the strategy mode. But the goal is to keep rising, keep elevating, and keep evolving, continuously working on yourself. So my challenge for you is to let me know, which mindset are you operating from today, and what does that next level of you look like? Like, if you made that shift upward, what would that look like? Because mastery is not just about falling back, but it's always about choosing to rise, man. We may fall back sometimes, but we got to choose to rise. We have to choose to elevate, not just continuously drift day in, day out, waking up, going through the everyday, ebbs and flows of life. We got to take control, right? So I want you to think about that. What does the next level of you look like? And let me know in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Um, if this episode hit home for you, I want you to do me a favor, share it with somebody who needs to hear it. Post a screenshot on your IG story and tag me in it at I am Tim Evans on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all of that. And if you local and you ready to level up and take things to the next level in your mindset and your body, tap in with me at the Fit Academy, man. Tap in and get wrapped in, and just remember, your body can't go where your mind won't take it. So if you train the body, if you train the mind, you shape the body and you transform your life, man. See you guys on the next one. Peace.